All right, welcome back to Joints Unleashed Week 6. All right, so just for you guys, for the new people who are just joining us, Joints Unleashed is a 12-week video series where I focus on the flexibility of my hips, knees, with a little bit of splash of jiu-jitsu leg locking systems. Now, the leg locking systems is to work or to at least take advantage of the new flexibility that I'm working on. And these 3 goals have been a goal of mine for as long as I can remember. So that's the video series. I'm also preparing for a marathon on March 3rd and a half Ironman in June 6th. 6th or 8th? I can't remember. It might be 8th. June 8th in Boulder, Colorado. So this week I will share a couple of new things with you guys, and here we go. Welcome. Now, in this week's video, a huge surprise happened. First of all, this is week 6, and I didn't think about doing a 6-week progress report or an update to see how far or how close or what are the results of the last 6 weeks of training. Have I gotten any better? But by accident, I ended up doing it. And let me share those results with you. But before we do that, let's kind of put this whole thing in context for anyone who's new. I'm going to share with you a bit of the first week explaining my goals for this 12-week program or this 12-week video series of Joints Unleashed. So, first of all, here's the video. I would like to be able to sit on my knees, right? So, here is my current, I guess, capabilities of my knees. So as I sit back, I can start feeling my knees. Now this hurts here, like I'm almost at max, right? And there's still, look over my body weight. My body weight is forward because I'm not putting any weight on my hips, because if I do, I will sink into the position. So right now, this is my current capability. Now, if I warm up, I'm sure I'll be able to get down lower, but as a beginning point or starting point, that's what I'm capable of doing. That is it. That is why I'm looking to increase my flexibility. All right, I'll show the opposite direction. All right, again, it's starting to warm up, so I'm starting to come down little by little, but still, my body weight is forward. That's about as far as I can go. Now that you've seen my goals for Joints Unleashed, here is my surprise reassessment after my workout on Friday. All right, welcome back. So I was here working out. I was doing my knees over toes workout, and as soon as I was done, I, kind of listening to a podcast, and I started to get into a kneeling position. And as I was stretching my knees out, I got into a position that I haven't been in a long time. I mean, like I can remember the last time I was in it. It's probably 2014-ish. And this is what I'm excited about. I have had issues sitting on my ankle. So my knee is fully bent, right? My hips or my butt is touching my heel, and I'm putting all of my weight on one knee. Now, I haven't been able to do that in a long time. I am in extreme shock. Like, feeling my heel on my butt is weird. If that makes any sense. I have been wanting to sit, like how martial artists do on their knees. And because of my knees, I haven't been able to. So wow. I'm in shock. Wow, like this feels good. Wow. All right, so now the real test is the other side. So I'm gonna roll out my knee the way I was doing with this side, and let's see if I can get the same results. Wow. 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 All right, welcome back. It's only been about 3 or 4 minutes from the last video, and I am in shock. Wow. Let's test it. Wow. Okay, so my heel is touching my butt now. All right, you can tell I'm slightly uncomfortable. It is painful. How did I have the other side? Oh, here you go. All right, well, this not 100%. I can still feel a slight gap in my heel, so I'm slightly grazing my butt, but I'm definitely not comfortable there. But that is a huge, huge improvement. All right, well, let's see if I can stand up in a kneeling position. All right, so I'm here nice and low. Keep my knees together. Wow. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Woo-hoo. Wow. I'm speechless. Because I have not attempted that since, when I first tested. It's gonna be, wow, 6 weeks ago. Wow, there's my 6-week progress. Wow. I can still feel it, still a little on the tight side, but again, it's for 6 weeks. Wow. Yeah, there's still just a little discomfort, but wow. I'm in shock. Wow. I guess I don't need to sit like this anymore. I mean, I guess now I can sit like this. Woo! I am in shock right now. All right, well, that's the update. I guess I will see you guys soon. After 6 weeks, those are the results of all the mobility work that I've been doing. I am in extreme shock. I thought I would never be able to do that. When I was able to do it, it was a huge shock, and I'm still in loss for words. So now that I've achieved one, and I understand that was after a workout, my body was warm. Even before in the past, after workouts, I would never get that close. After 12 weeks, I would like to be able to do that cold. I just want to be able to come in, start the camera, and then just get into my kneeling position, sitting on my ankles. That, after 12 weeks, is where I would like to be. For 6 weeks, being able to do it after workout, all warmed up, I'll take it. Again, I haven't been there since the right leg, 2014. The left leg, man, a long time. The left leg was the big one, like the big pain. So I'm in shock. So now I will give a progression on my other 2 goals next week. But I'm right into the success of accomplishing one of the 3 goals. And one of the big, I can't pinpoint it to one program. The knees over toes, I'm having a great time doing it. I'm doing it 3 times a week. Doing exercises and doing movements I haven't done before. So that has been a huge help. Ready State by Kelly Starrett. I've been focusing on nothing but the hips. So the combination of those 2, I can guarantee that is the main success, or the success of my progression. I can't just pinpoint it to one. So let me break it down. So when I had surgery on both knees, I had meniscus surgery to repair a meniscus tear. And after analyzing all these years of training and wondering why I tore my meniscus on both knees, I determined that wherever you have an injury, you always look upstream or downstream to determine the reason for the injury. So having 2 knee surgeries and 1 in each knee, I knew it couldn't have been my ankles, right? I did it during jiu-jitsu, so I know it wasn't my ankles that was the issue. Remember earlier, I discussed I can't sit crisscross, which means that my hips are extremely tight, or were tight, or tighter in the past. And doing jiu-jitsu and having people, having these weird positions, I know that is the reason why I tore my meniscus. So this Joints Unleashed, I knew that one of the big things that I was going to have to fix was the tightness of my hips. And now that I'm focusing on it, now my knees are giving back, appreciating the lack of tension or the extreme tension that my hips were providing to the knees, or the knees that was covering for the hips. So I'm really excited. Another thing that I've been doing, mobility work, is the stick mobility. So the stick mobility, the Ready State, and the knees over toes, the combination of all of those things, I think, is the reason why I've seen the success so far that I've been sharing with you guys. So I'm having a good time. I hope that all made sense to you, or I will see you next week.